All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Give honors to the elders of Great Millstone and rule well. And I've been pushing this word for years, and third time I came out there from the four corners of the globe. All right. And I had this article here. And the article reads, England is rolling out nightmarish online censorship rules after the riots. All right. And hey, man, again, going into Ezekiel 33rd chapter, Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, all right. Even Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, all right. And you've been warned that things were going to get this way, man. All right. And soon persecution is coming. All right. Soon, all right, the Most High is getting ready to take his men off the highways and the hedges. All right. And hey, it's going to happen here in Babylon the Great as well, man. All right. These are things, all right, these things that we see, all right. Hey, it just trickles down right to Babylon the Great. All right. All these things that's happening in the world, all right, the famines, the pestilences, all right, the earthquakes, the earthquakes been happening in Babylon as well, man. All of these things, all right. Hey, man, you've been warned, man. You've been told that these things were going to happen, man. By who? All right, the men of the Lord. All right, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right, and ranking on down. All right, you've been warned, all right, about all these things to come. All right, that these things were going to happen, man. And you can see Jacob's trouble is brewing, man. All right, we're right on the cusp of Jacob's trouble, man. All right, and it's like you. Let's read a little bit of the article. All right, and it reads, with no freedom of speech protection, it's like you. The UK prepares to go to war with its people. TV reporters asked the Prime Minister this morning whether online right-wing figures Stephen Lennon, a.k.a. Tommy Robinson, and Andrew Tate should be banned from the internet. Robinson himself, who has currently fled the country and is living overseas, posted this clip of the Prime Minister's response to this question. The law applies online, so if you're inciting violence, doesn't matter whether it's online or offline, and therefore I expect, just as in relation to those that are directly participating on the streets, for there to be arrests and charging and prosecutions, it's like it, brothers. All right. Equally, anyone who has been found to have committed a criminal offense online can expect the same response. All right. Let's keep reading. The basic operating assumption for the UK is that freedom of speech, as Americans understand the term, does not exist in the United Kingdom. Okay. So, hey, man. All right. And it's going to trickle on down. Best believe. All right. Let's, it's like you. Because I meant to grab this first. All right. This is 2 Ezra 15 and verse 1. And it reads, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. All right. And that's what the men of the Lord are doing. All right. Week in, week out, day in, day out. All right. They're speaking the words of prophecy. All right. Again, the scriptures tell you about these things. All right. 2 Ezra 9th chapter. All right. Uproars of the people. All right. And this is what you see, uproars of the people along with, all right. Hey, they're getting ready to have famine of the word, man. All right. Hey, that famine of the word is coming, man. All right. Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. All right. And hey, man, again, man, the Most High is most definitely turning things up, man. All right. He's turning things up, man. And hey, if you can't see it, man, you're going to be, hey, man, in pitiful case, man. All right. Because hey, we need that hedge of protection. All right. From the Heavenly Father, man. All right. Because things are amping up, man. All right. This year has been one chaotic year, man. All right. And we're not even at the end of the year. All right. We still have a well over a few months left, man. All right. And hey, man, things are amping up, man, throughout the four corners of the globe. All right. I'm gonna jump down. All right, to verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right. And the Most High is most definitely bringing all of these things, man. You can see the things just amping up, man, week in and week out. All right. With those three major prophecies. All right. Famine of the word. All right. The MOTB and World War III. All right. Amen. We're most definitely dang near there, man. All right. Hey, these are things that Yahushua spoke about, man. All right. He spoke about these things, man. All right. That's all right, Matthew 24. All right, this is Matthew 24, and slide here. All right, verse 6. I'm gonna start at verse 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, and you hear wars and rumors of wars. Man, we're hearing of all these things, man. We're hearing and seeing all these things, man. All right, that the scripture has told us about. All right, has warned us, man. All right, and we're most definitely close, man. All right, like it says here, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. You see that going on. All right, all these different nations and kingdoms going to war, man. All right, and it's like you. And there should be famines and pestilences and earthquakes. All right, earthquakes been going on everywhere, man. All right, in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, they said all these are the beginning of sorrows, man. All right, things are getting ready to amp up, man. Even worse. All right. So like you jump down. I keep reading Slacky. And then Slacky, then they shall deliver you up. Slacky, brothers. All right. Verse 9. And then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. All right. That day is coming. All right. Where some brothers are going to have to be beheaded for this truth, man. All right. Hey, some of us will, man. All right. That's just the reality. But hey, the dead and Yahushua will rise first. All right. Hey, man, if you keep on pushing, man, keep fighting, and hold that faith to the end, all right, you gonna get that crown, man. All right, you gonna be on the chariots, man. All right, but that day is most definitely coming, man. All right, and that day of the Most High keeping his men on the highways and the hedges is getting ready to come up as well. All right, he's getting ready to take his men off the highways and the hedges. All right, Amos 8:11. All right, all these things are coming to pass, man. All right, it's getting ready to happen, man. All right, very soon. All right, it's like go back to the article. All right. And it reads, to understand what exactly the PM means by this, it is important to understand what exactly constitutes an offense online in England and Wales. This is a free speech question, not because all online speech is free speech, but because the default position we should assume for online speech, which is fundamentally incapable of causing a direct consequence in the physical world without additional costly remote human intervention, is that the overwhelming majority of it will be lawful, and only in very rare expectations will it be unlawful. Using the internet to post unlawful threats, for example, is not permissible anywhere in the world, including countries with the strongest free speech protections of all, to wit the United States. So too is direct incitement. More on that below. Using the internet to advocate for violence or cheer it on without engaging in direct incitement. So-called indirect incitement is another matter. Indirect incitement is legal in the United States, but illegal in much of the rest of the world. Using the internet to express support for the political aims of the rioters while not directly encouraging violence is also quite unambiguously, slacking on the wording, allowed in the U.S., but depending on how the messages are interpreted, slacking by the hearers, could institute a criminal offense in the UK. All right, so, hey, man, hey, like I've been saying, man, all right, and hey, that's what the truth does, man. All right, because a lot of people hate this truth, man. All right, a lot of people hate brothers, man. All right, they hate the men on the highways and the hedges. All right, so of course they're gonna, hey, man, that's right there, man. All right, but again, you've been warned, man. All right, and the days of warning, all right, are at hand. All right, it's about that time, man. All right, and it reads, this is Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah. I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. All right, so hey, that famine of bread and water is coming as well, man. All right, but also, all right, the famine of this word, man. All right, these the men on the highways and the hedges pushing this word week in and week out, giving you that warning, blowing that horn, man. All right, and giving you that warning signal. All right, hey, that time is running up, man. All right, and Jake is just taking it for what it is. All right, they're not paying attention. Again, Romans, it's like I be getting them mixed up from time to time. Romans the 11th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Eyes that they cannot see and ears that they cannot hear. All right, truth in plain sight. All right, wisdom crieth without; she uttered her voice in the streets. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. So again, all right, the men of the Lord have been telling you, all right, for years, all right, for years, the men of the Lord have been telling you that things were going to amp up. The dollar was going to lose its value. Famine, pestilence, all these things, scriptural. All right, and he, let's grab it. Let's Amos 3. All right, and I'm gonna start at verse 6 because it all ties in. All right, and it reads, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it?" All right, so again, the Most High is the one that's bringing all these, all right, these calamities upon the place, man, upon this place and upon the world, man. Like we just read in 2 Kings the 15th chapter. All right, the Most High is the one. All right, he's getting ready to amp things up even worse, man, even more. All right, people have not seen nothing yet, man. All right, especially you so-called Americans, man. All right, you so-called Americans, man. That pride is finna be destroyed, man. All right, in a worse way. All right, all these things are going to come to Babylon the Great. You just see, you just watch, man. All right, verse 7. Surely the Lord, Yahweh Shemel will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. All right, and the Lord revealeth his secrets unto who? His servants, the prophets, starting with the elders and apostles of the great millstone. All right, they're the ones that have told you about World War III. All right, famine of the word, pestilence, famines, all these things, man. The MOTB. All right, can't forget about that. All right, because for a long time, people been talking real crazy, man. All right, but hey, you gonna see, man. All right, you're going to see. All right, what it really is, man. All right, but again, that day is running short, man. All right, this is Amos, back in Amos 8 and 11. All right, and it reads, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. All right, people are gonna be looking for the men of the Lord, but the Most High is gonna have his men out the way, man. All right, he's gonna have his men put up, man. All right. So again, when all hell gets ready to break loose, right, and which it is, the Most High is going to take his men off the highways and the hedges, man. All right, that day is coming, man. All right, that day is most definitely coming, man. Cause all chaos is breaking loose over there in the UK, man. It's breaking loose here too, man. All right, but hey, man, Most High is definitely working, man. All right, let's keep reading. All right, and it reads: the political aim of the rioters, while not directly encouraging violence, is also quite. I read that slightly. Jumping down. The difference between these categories of speech is not widely known, acknowledged, or understood by UK politicians, prosecutors like you. That's what I'm slightly on the word. Judges or voters. This is because the UK legal system, which has never had a legal provision like the First Amendment, lacks the doctrine to draw distinctions between them. As a result, daring to utter speech that the state disapproves of, and by this we mean speech that is not aligned with conventional wisdom held by large numbers of the civil service and opinion makers like you, of influence, whether exclusive action does or does not happen. Particularly in law enforcement, can get you in prison. There are, of course, some legal complexities around how a prosecutor gets to that point. But in its essence, that's basically how free speech in the UK works. The US, it's like in the US, the basic assumption is that virtually all political speech is allowed. As a general rule, written or spoken political speech in the United States is not censorable or punishable by the state unless it falls within a limited number of categories. These includes like true threats. C. E.G. Watts v. United States, revealing classified information as one who has an obligation to retain its secrecy, but not as a journalist. Jump down a little bit. Communications regarding a conspiracy to commit some other criminal act and direct incitement speech that the government may not retain includes direct incitement to violence and discriminatory expressions, like even when such expression is in deliberately offensive terms. All right. There is also the constitutionally questionable fighting words doctrine, which is sometimes applied in arrests and prosecutions. Prosecutions, and which is of questionable application online, given the fact that is expressed to apply to situations where there is a risk to breach the peace face to face. The basic starting position for criminal liability then is that speech that expresses offensive or even hateful thought is not unlawful in the United States. One exception to this rule is direct incitement, a specific category of political speech defined in U.S. First Amendment jurisprudence in the case. Jump down a little bit. Speech that constitutes direct incitement to lawbreaking is that which is directed toward the incitement or production of imminent lawless action, and that likely to produce or incite such action. An example would be suggesting a mob that it would be a good idea to beat up a nearby lone counter-protester in the physical presence of the mob, and the counter-protester advocacy of illegal action is permitted. However, where the prongs, it's like it. Yeah, cause it's a pretty long one. All right, so I'm gonna jump down to this. So, for example, an online post that stated that it was morally right and proper to beat up. All right, so like it. Or in another example, provided a moral defense of looting during a period of civil unrest, such as was done with the book in defense of looting in 2020, might get you put on a watch list, but it shouldn't result in your arrest. Such speech, advocacy without proximity and immense, it's like your own word, is known as indirect incitement. Extreme political speech, such as the advocating for a revolution, overthrow of the government, or illegality, which falls short of direct incitement, is generally what the U.S. terms indirect incitement. So, so that, again, that's, right. That's why they get it. It's going to happen here in Babylon the Great as well. All right, let's read that again. Extreme political speech, such as that advocating for a revolution, overthrow of government, or illegality which falls short of direct incitement is generally what the U.S. terms indirect incitement. And and in the U.S., even this sort of speech is allowed. So in the UK, all right, they're most definitely cracking down, man. All right, the U.S. is cracking down as well. All right, but hey, we're going to see. All right, what happens, man? We're going like the scripture said, watch as well as pray. All right, but it seems like things are turning up, man. Even more in the UK. In the UK, the basic assumption is that extreme political speech is not allowed. The basic operating assumption for the UK is that freedom of speech, as Americans understand the term, does not exist in the United Kingdom. No U.S. politician would ever be asked, should the government ban X from using the internet because of his political positions, because the answer every time at every level of government would be a resounding no. The UK, all of the categories of banned speech in America are also banned. Threats, leaking, intelligence secrets, and conspiracy, for example, these are not freedom of speech problems. Where the jurisdictions diverge is that in the UK, political speech that would be allowed in the United States is banned or bannable. This applies not just online, but in multiple domains in the streets, spoken or written, whether incitement or not. So again, there we go. Hey, they preferably said in the streets, man. All right. Again, hey, you gotta grab it, man. All right. This is Proverbs 1. All right. And I'm gonna start at verse 20. Slacky. Yeah, I started verse 20. Yeah. Yep. And it reads, wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets. All right. Again, who's on the highways and the hedges it's like who's on the highways and the hedges? The men of the Lord. All right. And what they're doing, they give you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, man. The true knowledge. All right. What's going on. All right. Prophecy. All right. Everything, man. All right. Verse 21, she cried for the chief places of concourse. All right. At the openings of the gate of the city. All right. Right there where everyone is. All right. A mixed multitude of people. All right. In the openings of the gates in the city, she uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. All right. So again, the men on the highways and the hedges are pushing the words of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. Giving warning to Jake that time is running short. Most High is getting ready to bring judgment and destruction, man. All right. So again, Jake just not taking heed to that word. All right. And that time is running short, man. All right. And that was pretty much it for the article. But it explained a good little bit, man. All right. Things are turning up, man. All right. Not just here, throughout the four corners of the globe, man. And hey, we're gonna need Yahweh Shem Shai in these coming days, man. Honestly, man. All jokes aside, we're gonna definitely need Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. So, hey, man. Oh, matter of fact, let's let me end it on this. Got it. Yeah, it's like you gotta end it on this. All right. This is Ezekiel 9 verse 7. Not 9, verse 7. And verse 14, and it reads, "And I have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle." All right. And how has the Most High blown the trumpet to make all ready? All right, through his men on the highways and the hedges. All right, the men of the Lord, his servants, the prophets. All right, because again, how do you know what Babylon the Great is? All right, the MOTB, all these things, man. All right, you heard it first. All right, with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and the brothers ranking on down. All right, all these things that's happening, man. All right, the men of the Lord have spoken about it. All right, and I warned you of these days to come. All right, where things are going to get extremely tense and perils. All right, perils like it, which means danger. All right, it's gonna be very dangerous, man. All right, perilous, even better words like it, perilous. All right, so again, man. All right, let's keep reading. All right, and it reads, "But none goeth to the battle." All right, and the only ones that's going to the battle is the elect. All right, putting on that armor, Yahweh Shemel Shai, so they can be ready in that day of Jacob's trouble. All right, which is that battle. All right, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. All right, and then it goes in the next it's like the next line, you know, the sword is without and the pestilence and the famine within. All right, so again, that all these things are getting ready to happen, man. All right, all these things are getting ready to happen. All right, and the Most High most definitely working. He's visiting it's like he's visiting this place, man. He's most definitely visiting the place which he made. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone and rule well. That have been pushing this word for years. And third to Akim out there from the four corners of the globe and say shalom and peace, blessings, say to you, brothers, and let's keep pushing this word.